What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. My belief is that AMC is going to be the comeback of the decade. I know a lot of people um, kind of gave up on AMC, don't believe in what AMC is, what they stand for, and what they're doing. They look at all the negative things or the things that are in the news because that's what they like to push. And they're like, hey, they're closing another store, they're closing another theater. And if they're closing these locations, how are they going to be able to make money? You look at their financial statements and all of that, but it's much more than just the financial statements. Yes, as an investor, we want to see positive financial statements. We want to see that you're doing something right. We want to see that you're making money and you're finding ways to take that money and, generate a profit. That's what it's all about in the end. And if you can show that, then they'll have no other reason but, to kind of explain what AMC is doing. And the only way to explain it is by saying, hey, they're turning a profit. Like they're doing it the right way. Maybe they'll find a way around it and they'll go, no, you know what? They're not turning a profit, or they're turning a profit because of this and everything else is not. They'll find a way to twist it if they really want to. But I believe that AMC is going to be more of the comeback of, the decade, if not the century, right? It's going to be something that people are going to tell, their grandkids about. It's something that people are going to tell, their grandkids about. Like it's going to be something that's massive, kind of like I don't want to compare it to how big the mortgage crisis and all that stuff was, but I would compare it there, right? That's why they call it the the Big Short 2, right? They're going to make a movie based off of AMC. And I'm still very, very bullish on AMC, still very, very bullish on what they're doing and why they should be supported, why they should be a thing. So let's get into AMC in this video. I want to give you an update on AMC every day to see what's happening within the news, what's happening within the position on the day, as well as looking at the overall position and just seeing, how that has moved over the last year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever. And what can we expect, or what can I expect? Not we. What can I expect going forward? So, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to follow me on Twitter at PerryAK, you can follow me over there. Now, I'm going to throw some numbers out here, even though I haven't actually checked those numbers and I have no access to those numbers right now because for some reason everything really won't load. So I have to keep everything the same. But numbers that we saw and that we look at as strong numbers for the squeeze would be short interest to free float and understanding how many shorts are going through, per day. That's what I look at a lot of times. And there's other things as well, but I like to focus on those things, and those numbers or averages stick in my mind, which typically we're seeing on average over 50% that's shorted per day in trading volume, right? You see $9 or $10 million or 9 or 10 million shares that are going through in AMC, in and out and all that, right? Left and right. And you also see long and short, right? And the short positions are accounting for over 50% of the trading volume, which is insane. A lot of times it can get to 60%. And even in rare cases, maybe once every 2 weeks, you'll see it around 70%. Again, which is insane. This means that they're shorting it more than people are buying it and selling it, right? They're shorting it a hell of a lot. That's a problem, a big problem. Now, with the amount of shorted shares that are held, that's a different story, right? What is the short interest? How many shorted shares are there being held overnight? And we could see that we're looking at about 20 to 25%. And I'll put that range in there because it does hover around there, whether it's plus or minus, but it's 20 or 25% short interest of free float, which is insane. Again, that is insanely high. If we had to compare that to something, it's compared to something that is not seeing as much short interest, which is Amazon, right? Amazon typically holds around less than 1% short interest of free float, which is amazing. And comparing that to AMC, it looks like AMC is bound to squeeze. AMC is bound to see a massive increase based on a lot of, covered shorts. Well, we haven't seen that yet. We've seen it increase and go from a level of like from $4 or $5 all the way up to a level of $76, but it should have gone a lot further, based on the fact that, you see a lot that are covered, a lot of people that are holding, a lot of people that believe, just a big, just massive support from retail investors, retail traders. And I guess that would be part of the problem as to why you would see things that are decreasing, because people take their profit, and as they take their profit, they have shares to cover, and it's kind of a feeding the problem, I guess, as they are taking, which is okay to take profit. Taking profit is fine for you as an investor. You want to be able to take your money. That's fantastic. And it's also going to allow people to be able to make a decent amount of money. It's not going to go up too fast. You're going to see some retracements, which is a good thing. But anyways, AMC, I can't really do that because I have to go back to the Streamlabs. AMC is currently at $4.35. It's up about 0.6 or almost 0.7%. You see about $10 million or 10 million shares worth of volume in the day. The day is still not over. We've seen this hover around this same point. It looks like it's been barcoding for a while throughout the day. It did decrease, increased here, and really has been barcoding whether it's above or below the 200 EMA or the VWAP, right? We're seeing it below the VWAP, and we're seeing it above the VWAP here, really barcoding at times and not really looking like it's moving in a massive, way. So it's been kind of flat today. It's great to see that it's up, but it's been kind of flat today. Now, I would definitely like to see what the numbers are for, the amount of shorted shares that have gone through in the day with the 10 million shares worth of volume, but we'll have to check that out tomorrow. If we look at the bottom chart, this is showing you day by day from when it was up to, $30 or $40 or so, and how it has decreased pretty hard. From those levels, and where it currently is at now compared to where it was, really bouncing off of the 200 EMA, using the 200 EMA as a form of resistance. We want to see it break through that point, which for me is inevitable. It will happen at some point. We will see it break through that 200 EMA, and once it does, which right now the 200 EMA is at $5.97, and that's for the daily look in the chart. If we're looking at it differently, like we look at a monthly look within the chart, we would see the 200 EMA around this $11.36 mark, which I would love to see as well, but it's got to break through the 15 moving average first. So that's what we're seeing here. I am very hopeful as to what AMC can do, but again, as long as it's going to be continued to be held down with shorts and continued pressure to those shorts, it's going to be tough to be able to make that move, and that's been proven. Now, what's good news, and I'm happy to say this, and this doesn't really apply to everything, but AMC is now building a dine-in theater that's very close to me. So they took over a theater that's very close to me, and they're turning it into a dine-in theater, and I am absolutely happy about that because I'm a huge AMC fan, and we don't have an AMC dine-in theater here, and I know that they have better food than what the Fox Theater had. No offense to the Fox Theater. So I'm excited about that. We have now 2 AMC theaters, one dine-in, one not, and hopefully they can really do that up, and they'll definitely see a lot of my business throughout the years. So that's something I wanted to report. But I believe as we start to look at, I guess, the strike that's going on, I don't know how that's really going to affect movie theaters. I guess it's probably going to affect revenue because of, lack of new movies coming out, lack of new projects, and that may suck. So it may be a little bit of a tough time for AMC, which might create a steal price and might create more shorting pressure from them, and them being hedge funds and institutions, right? So we'll see. We will have to see. Again, I'm very hopeful for AMC. I understand the pressure, the downward pressure that it has. But because of that downward pressure, when you relieve that downward pressure, we're going to see this absolutely skyrocket. So I'm still in favor of the squeeze. I still believe in the squeeze. But that's just my opinion. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, feel free to do that. But I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.